Hello students, I hope you all fine. I am Sri Devi, Department of English. Now I am going to teach English first unit supplementary. The title is The Envious Neighbor. I hope you all have textbook with you. Take a pencil and jot down the hard words next to that word. Shall we start? What is the topic? The envious neighbor. What's the meaning of envious? Envious meaning jealous. I hope you know the meaning of jealous well. See, sometimes be jealous of our friends if they score high marks. But actually it is a bad habit. We should not jealous of others. Then this story is a Japanese folk tale. A people live in Japan called Japanese. Folk meaning people. What is the singular form for people? Person. Then tale meaning, what's the meaning of tale? Tale meaning story. So the envious neighbor. Neighbor next to our house. Clear? So the topic is, read the textbook. The envious neighbor, a Japanese folk tale. Jealous people story. Clear? Now all of you flip the page at 25. Let's take a look at the glossary part. Some meanings are given here. First one, titbit. What's the meaning of titbit? A small piece of tasty food. It's a delicious food. Okay. We eat a lot of delicious food. That's kind of foods. Then wagging. What's the meaning of wagging? Moving or causing to move rapidly to or fro. See, usually animals, dogs, cats move its tail. Move quickly, rapidly. That is. Covetous. Covetous is a negative meaning, which means having or showing a great desire to possess something belonging to someone else. See, we have no rights to possess things which is not belong to us. Clear? That is covetous. Greedy also. We can take it as greedy. Then next word is obliged. Make someone legally or morally bound to do something. See, obliged simple word is thankful or grateful. If someone helped us, definitely we should be thankful to that person, right? That is obliged. Next word is mortar. Mortar means maximum we could see all the houses. A hard, strong bounding which substances are crushed to powder. We use this mortar for crushing ginger or garlic. If you want to see the picture, please flip the page number 23. You could see a picture. Pine trees. Next to that pine tree, this mortar picture is given. Take a look at that so you could understand clearly. Next, withered. Withered meaning dead tree, become dry or shriveled. Shriveled meaning shrinked. Okay, dead leaves, if it is dry and shrink, then fall down. The tree also become dead. That is withered. Clear? Please, all of you read this glossary part once. Okay. Then, next, some interesting facts also given. Flip page number 23. Do you know dogs were domesticated from wolves 15 years ago? New evidence suggests that dogs were first domesticated in East Asia, possibly in China. Over time, hundreds of breeds with a great degree of variation have become into being. See, this dog, it is domesticated how many years back? 15,000 years back. It is important point. 15,000 years back. Okay. Then at first it domesticated hopefully in China, possibly in China, East Asia, China. Then only lot of breeds we could see. For example, German Shepherd, Bulldog, like many variety of dogs are there. Clear? Read that. Then next page, one interesting fact is given. Dogs in warfare have a long and checkered history. For war dogs trained in combat to their use as scouts, sentries and trackers, their uses have been varied and some continue to exist in modern military usage. See, for example, what is the use of dogs? Why do we keep it as pet animal? Why? Because it protects us, guard us, isn't it? Likewise, you might have seen in movies, dogs helps the police to find the criminals by sniffing blood stain or clothes, etc. Same like in military force also, giving training to the dog and using for their purpose. It may find guns or anything under the ground by sniffing. So for many purpose, this dog is trained in the force, military force as well as police department also. Clear? All of you read it a while. Then we can start the story. Before that, warm up, discuss the following. Ratan Tata, Azim Premji are a few rich people of India who spend a part of their wealth on charity. What influences them to share and care for others? See here, Ratan Tata and Azim Premji. Ratan Tata is industrialist, Azim Premji is a businessman. They are rich people, remarkable people. You know, they tend to they want to help the poor people. They want to lessen the sufferings of the poor people. That is why they share their wealth on charity. That tend them to share their wealth on the charity. The next one is, think of any desirable quality that you would like to get rid of. Get rid of meaning stop of and discuss it with your friends. See, we people have a lot of negative habits, isn't it? For example, procrastination, then laziness, like many, telling lies. You try to identify that and please stop those, get rid of those qualities so that you could improve yourself. Then, do you like pets? Why? Yes, of course we like pets. Some people like cats, some people like dogs. Why do we like dogs? What's the reason? Because it plays with us, then it protects us, safeguards us. Moreover, it barks at the sight of strangers. It gives signal to us, right? That's why we like these dogs very much. Clear? Read that. Then next. Now read the Japanese folk tale about two neighbors and how their character changed their lives. Neighbor, already I told you, next to a family lives next to our house called neighbors. See, Japanese folk tale about two neighbors. The story deals with the two neighbors. One is good people, another one couple is wicked people. Okay, neighbors and how their character changed their lives. Let's see that. In the old days, there lived an honest man with his wife who had a pet dog which they used to feed with fish and tidbit from their own kitchen. Already we saw the meaning of tidbit, isn't it? Long days ago, which means once upon a time, there lived honest man, I mean good couple, okay, lived there. They had a pet dog also. Then they used whatever they eat, they share with this dog. They love and care the dog very much. Return the dog also carrying them very well. Then one day, as the old folks went out to work in their garden, the dog went with them and began playing about. All of a sudden, the dog stopped short and began to bark, wow wow, wagging its tail violently. Violent meaning strongly. See, this couple, one day they went to garden. They are farmers, so they went to garden. That time this dog also accompanied with them and playing, jumping here and there. Suddenly, this dog, stopped in a spot and staring at the spot started to bark loudly. Okay, that is dog wagging its tail, moving its tail violently, means strongly. It's moving its tail strongly and started to bark. Clear? Let me read again. Listen carefully. In the old days, there lived an honest man with his wife who had a pet dog which they used to feed with us fish and tidbit from their own kitchen. One day, as the old folks went out to work in the garden, the dog went with them and began playing about, jumping here and there. All of a suddenly, the dog stopped short and began to bark, bow, wow, wow, wagging his tail violently, strongly. Clear? Read this paragraph. Then, next. The old people thought that there must be something nice to eat under the ground, so they brought a spade and began digging. When, lo and behold, the place was full of gold pieces and silver and all sorts of precious things which had been buried there. See, here, when the dog was barking, the couple thought, yes, sometimes some edible things were there. Like they thought, and they got a spade. Spade means it's a kind of tool to dig the ground, used to dig the ground. They brought the spade and they started to dig that spot. By their shock, what was there? Full of gold coins and silver coins. They shocked. Here, lo and behold meaning expression of surprising. Okay, behold, looking at. See, they didn't expect that there will be gold. They get gold and silver, isn't it? It is unexpected thing. So they got surprised by looking at this treasure. Treasure meaning valuable objects. Precious meaning valuable. Jot down these meanings which is buried there. Buried, hidden under the ground. By sniffing this dog identified. That's why only this dog barked at it. Clear? Then, so they gathered the treasure and after giving alms, this word is L silent, alms. Pronounce it alms, not alms. Okay. To the poor, bought themselves rice field and corn field and become wealthy people. See here, they gathered all the treasure. This gold coin and silver coin. They gathered it and what did they? They are good people. Already I told you, isn't it? They are good couple, good old couple. So they gave some parts to the poor people. Okay, alms meaning money or food give to poor people. They shared some with the poor people. With the rest of the money, they bought cornfield, rice field and they become rich. Clear? This is what says in this paragraph. Listen carefully, let me read again. The old people thought that there must be something nice to eat under the ground. That is why the dog is barking. So they brought a spade, tool, kind of a tool, and began digging. When lo and behold, it's a kind of expression, okay, by shocked, they're looking at this gold and silver, they shocked. The place was full of gold pieces and silver and all sorts of precious things, precious, valuable things, which had been buried there, buried, hidden in the ground. So they gathered, collected all the things. Definitely no one leave that, isn't it, by seeing this gold and silver coins. They gathered all the treasure and after giving alms giving to share, they shared this treasure with some poor people. To the poor, bought themselves rice field and corn field to become wealthy people. So these two paragraphs deal with the good people, good couple. Okay. read this paragraph, then only you can understand, you can follow the story. If you read later, you never understand anything. Please read it. Then, next paragraph. Now, in the neighboring house. Now, here we are going to see the neighboring house. I told you, neighboring house is wicked people, isn't it? Yes, neighboring house, there dwelt. Dwelt means lived. A covetous and stingy old couple. Covetous, greedy people. Okay, they don't share anything with others. Okay, then stingy, ungenerous. What's the meaning of stingy? Ungenerous. Covetous, greedy. Already we have seen this meaning of this word. Stingy old couple who, when they heard what had happened, came and borrowed the dog and having taken him home. See, they heard this news, okay, this dog barked so that this couple got some treasure. When they heard this, they came to this good couple's house and they borrowed this dog for 1 day or 2 days. Okay, they borrowed this dog for them and they got it to their home. Prepared a great feast for them. Feast, you know, all sorts of delicious food. They prepared delicious food and said, if you please, Mr. Dog, we should be much obliged to you if you would show us a place of place with plenty of money. Yes, see this wicked couple, you know, they are buttering up, okay, polishing the dog. What did they do? They heard this news, they went to that couple, good couple's house and they borrowed this dog, okay. Then they take it to their home. What did they do then? They arranged a feast for this dog. Lot of variety of food and set out in front of this dog. Then, you know, they started to requesting to the dog. What do they request? Yes, please, Mr. Dog. See, if you please, Mr. Dog, we should be much obliged, much grateful. Okay, if you would show us a place with a plenty of money, like them, you know, please show treasure for us. Like that, they are requesting to this dog. Clear? Let me read again. Now, in the neighboring house, there dwelt means live, a covetous and stingy, ungenerous old couple, who when they heard what had happened, came and borrowed the dog, and having taken him home, prepared a great feast for him, and said, if you please, Mr. Dog, we should be much obliged, grateful, thankful to you if you would show us a place with plenty of money in it. Clear? Next, read that. Next, the dog, you know, we could hear the mind voice of this dog now. The dog, however, who up to that time had received nothing but cuffs and kicks from this host. See, this dog, you know, it's thinking. Yes, for example, a street dog or our neighbor's dog enter our ground compound. What do? We take a stone and throw on it, isn't it? But actually that is a bad habit, should not do that. So this wicked neighbor also did the same. That is what the dog is thinking about. Okay, so this dog got nothing but cuffs, beating and kicking. All these things only these people did. So it's thinking about this. The dog, however, who up to that time had received nothing but cuffs and kicks from this host. Host is the opposite of guest. One who set out the feast is called host. Okay, who's the guest here? This dog is the guest here, isn't it? Would not eat any of the dainties which they set before him. This dog, you know, it didn't eat even a single bite from this feast, and it was sit tight. So the old people began to get cross. See, these people, cross here meaning they got annoyed, anger. Okay, why? Because there is no response from this dog. got angry. Okay, they get cross and putting a rope around the neck and around the dog's neck and let him out into the garden. Yes, they requested to the dog, no response. Then they set out a feast, isn't it? Then no response. Then what did they? They got angry. Then they took the dog into the garden. Clear? But it was all in vain. Vain meaning useless. Okay. Yes, everything become useless now. He let them lead him where they might. Not a sound would the dog utter. Utter meaning say. This dog, it didn't make any noise. Wherever they taken this dog, it didn't bark even. Okay. He had no bow for them. At last, however, the dog stopped at a certain spot and began to sniff. It started to sniffing. So, thinking that this must surely be the lucky place, they dug and found nothing but quantity of dirt and nasty offal, over which they had to hold their noses. See, so this dog, it was not barking. At last, it stopped a spot and started to sniff. It didn't bark, started to sniff. So they decided definitely that place must be the treasure. So they brought the tool and started to dig the place. What did they get? Their body, that animal's body parts. It is foul smell also, isn't it? Offal meaning waste parts of an animal killed for food. That was there. Okay, it was full of dirt and you know the condition of that place, right? Yes, that was. Over which they had to hold. They couldn't bear that smell. Furious at being disappointed. This whole wicked couple, they got angered. Furious means extreme anger. Okay, they didn't expect this one from this dog. So they got anger and disappointed. The wicked old couple seized the dog and killed it. See, what did they do? We see, actually here we have to know one moral value also. If we are getting things from others, we have no rights to damage that. Am I right? We have to give it what is as it is. Suppose if anything happened, we have to say sorry or you can buy new things instead of that. But we have no rights to damage that. But here this wicked couple, what did they do? They borrowed this dog from next to house, isn't it? From their neighbors. Then what did they do? They killed the dog. See the horrible condition of these people. So they got angry because it didn't show a treasure for this wicked people. That's why they got angry and they killed the dog. Yeah, clear? I hope you get this point. Let me read again. The dog, however, who up to that time had received nothing but cuffs and kicks from his host, would not eat any of the dainties. Dainties, morsel, eatable thing only, which they set before him. So the old people began to get cross, got angry, and putting a rope around dog's neck, let him out into the garden. But it was all in vain, all in useless. He let them lead him where they might not a sound would the dog utter. This dog, it didn't utter a single bark. Noise. He had no bow for them. At last, however, the dog stopped at a certain spot that began to sniff, smelling. Okay. So, thinking that this must surely be the lucky place, they dug. Dug is the past form of dig. And found nothing but quantity of dirt and nasty offal. Offal meaning waste parts of animal killed for food, over which they had to hold their noses, furious at being disappointed. The wicked old couple seized the dog and killed it. Clear? Next, when the good old man saw that the dog whom he had lent did not come home, he went next door and asked what had become of him. And the wicked old man answered that he had killed the dog and buried him at the root of a pine tree. See, it's a lengthy sentence. See, this good couple, they were inquiring about this dog. So, why this dog didn't get back? So, they went to the next door and they inquired, what about my dog? They asked. This wicked couple, what was their reply? They said, yes, we killed the dog. How dare these people? See, we killed the dog and buried under the, pine tree, like they replied. So, the good old fellow with a heavy heart meaning sad, okay, miserable. See, that much lovable dog, isn't it? Suddenly, if someone says it died or be killed, couldn't bear that. So, with a heavy heart, went to the spot and having set out a tray with delicate food and burnt incense and adorned the grave with flower as he shed tears over lost pet. Yes, what happened? Here, this wicked couple, they informed that we killed your dog when he inquired about his dog, because they borrowed his dog, isn't it? So, he said, no, we killed your dog. And he said, yeah, then what was his reply? He said, yes, we killed the dog and buried him next to under the pine tree. So when he heard this, he couldn't bear that. Then what did he? He went that place and he lit incense. Incense stick means joss stick. It spread fragrance. Okay. Then adorned that place with the flower and a delicious feast also he set out there. That is what happened. He was crying there. Okay. So read this paragraph. When the good old man saw that the dog whom he had lent did not come home, he went next door to ask what had happened to him. And the wicked old man answered that he had killed the dog and buried him at the root of pine tree. So a good old fellow with a heavy heart went to the spot, having set out a tray with delicate food, burnt incense, and adorned the grave with flowers, and he shed tears for his lost pet. Yeah, read this much story. Please, you do one thing, read the textbook at least 3-4 times and write the story this much, what you understand in your own words. Read this, then learn the hard words, whatever I said. Let's see next class. Thank you.